Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a team somebody recommended to me in my last video. They told me what team they were using. They said Dialga, Groudon, and Kyogre. And the first thing that I was thinking is, well, I'm going to see a dragon and flying in the back. There's no way I'm going to be able to pull it off. I've tried variations of this team before, so let's go ahead and give it another shot while we are at this elo here and see what we have going on here. So for my first battle, I wasn't having any of it, so somebody else made a comment, and I appreciate all of the pointers and everything like that. I just want to bring this up. They said that I'm going into it a little bit frustrated and backing out a little bit too quick sometimes, and that could be very well the case. I am not disagreeing with you. It's just to the point where you get hard countered so much, so often, that you've done so many battles that you could foresee the outcome fairly quick when you get countered so hard right off the bat like that. Although you can pull out of situations like that sometimes, right? Once in a blue moon you can, make that comeback, but for the most part it's just a very frustrating situation. So that's where I'm at. Just want to explain it. Appreciate all the comments. Didn't mean to get a little angry in my last video. Well, take it easy with that. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate you all. There you go. So Dialga, yeah, it's not best buddy. It's not 100. We're working with what we've got here. But on the other hand, Kyogre and Groudon are both going to be 100% IV. I'm going to have Kyogre equipped. Just been having a lot of fun with this thing, so we're going to go ahead and just give it that little bit of boost since we haven't been putting it in the spotlight, more so the Groudon. Well, Kyogre is not equally as good, but it's definitely a worthy Pokemon to have in the Master League. And I said it before and I'll say it again, probably want to go with Blizzard and not Origin Pulse, okay, just in case you have that wide open shot to take on a dragon or something like that, or a flyer. But then again, if it's a flyer and they're not resisting it, but what water flying, then Origin Pulse will pretty much do the trick. Anyways, let's get into the commentary here. All right, if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Met with a shiny Mewtwo. Soon you can have yourself a shiny Shadow Mewtwo if you can gather enough people. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and let that go. Calling the Side Strike, going for the Iron Head, and they're going to be shielding that up. Sounds good. Now, they're farming quite a bit of energy here. I'm just going to go ahead and gamble. We're going to let this go. Hopefully it's a Side Strike, and that's exactly it. Great, and they're going to be swapping and sniping me with their Dialga and locking themselves in here, which is perfectly fine, no problem. We're going to go ahead and build up to the Precipice Blades here. Let's see if they want to shield, letting it go. And they're bringing back that Mewtwo loaded up with energy and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and shield it up. They had a dragon that could have double, but I'm going to go ahead and gamble on it right now, swapping into the Kyogre. And we're going to let this go. Since it's at full health, we can absorb this Side Strike, no problem, still be in the yellow. And they've got a Giratina in the back. And this is exactly why you want Blizzard. There you go. Do you see it? There you go. All right, they're shielding it up, but we could have baited, and it takes forever to get to it. But say the shields were down, okay, then yeah, and they get the boost too. See, I almost top left, okay, I really did, but I knew Precipice Blades is no joking matter. Even if they raised their defense by 1 stage, if it was the old way by 2 stages, just top left, okay, that's a wrap. But since it's just 1 stage for attack and defense, we can potentially pull this off. Now, here's the fun part: we've got to get to another Precipice Blades, because since they did raise their defense, that Fire Punch is not going to do it, and we're going to be screwed. So we're getting there right as they get to their charge move as well. Groudon has higher attack, so we'll win the CMP and take the win up against that attack and defense boosted Giratina at the end. That was a close one there. Next battle, we're met with a Giratina coming back for a little revenge. Now, I am going to be cutting out a lot of the counter videos just so we can avoid me getting all pissy, all right? We'll take a look at some losses here, but not too many, okay? Because, and I'll also bring up another comment, because there were so many good ones in my last PvP video. There's a lot of good comments in all my videos, but for specifically the PvP video where I was kind of, just going on a rant there, somebody also made the point that if somebody beats me skillfully, and, it's not like, oh, I don't want to win the lead every single time, but if I have a medium lead, right, or just they have a good lead and then it's a neutral swap, and they just beat me, great. Just by skillful playing, awesome. But when it's hard counter over and over, that's when you kind of get a little frustrated, all right? That's what I'm getting at here. So, again, appreciate that comment. We've got Excadrill out here. So we're going to go ahead and throw Fire Punch, doing a ton of damage, building up to that Precipice Blaze. We're going to be getting their last shit. Oh, they got one more. Wasn't paying attention. Going for another Fire Punch. What do they want to do? They're letting it go. I was super happy when they did that. All right, sounds good. We'll easily let this go. And we survive it barely. Don't think we'll get to the Fire Punch? No, it's not happening. But that's okay. We do have our Dialga Dragon Breath putting in that work. And we're going to shield this up. We're just going to have to do it. I don't think they're going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball as well. A couple more Dragon Breaths, and we're taking the win. Looks like they stopped attacking there as well. Next battle, we're going to be seeing a mirror match. Now, my Dialga is always going to be worse, except for this time I think theirs is worse. Yeah, I think. Is it? It's 41? Sometimes people just don't have them powered up. Okay, so here we go. What do we got? An Iron Head? Sounds good. You can call it a lot of times. Depends. I mean, they had plenty of energy for the other one. But anyways, they're going to be shielding it up. And we get to the next Iron Head here. Do they want to double shield their Dialga? All right, they're letting it go. Great. We've used no shields to bring in a Mewtwo to get a decent amount of energy. Now, I'm going to bring in Kyogre because it's just doing that much more damage with its quick move here. They've used a shield, so we're going to go ahead and use one ourselves here. Getting to the surf, and there was a little lag. Did you see that? Even at a ×2 speed, it's a little putty. But, man, you know, folks, if it's not one thing, it's another. Now, Mewtwo was going to win that CMP, right? I'm just saying, there's a lot of times where the lag just occurs at a very weird time, taking that win there. And it just so happens to be at a most crucial time, right? It's just a coincidence. I'm sure for some situations, but all right, maybe I'm just thinking too sinister here. Anyways, we got a Togekiss, not a particularly great lead, but it's not horrible because we do have Iron Head. Now, Aura Sphere, Flamethrower, you need to look out for both of them, but Aura Sphere is going to be doing more. We're letting it go. It is going to be Flamethrower. Since they let that Iron Head go, that's fine. We're going to be bringing in Groudon to farm them down, so we'll have a lot of energy coming out of this battle here. Oh, great, a Flyer. There it is. I told you. And then a Dragon. So there it is, exactly what I was thinking. Now, that was happening a lot. I left that one in there so you can have an idea what I was seeing in the back for a lot of these battles that I'm using Groudon and Kyogre. So anyways, next one here, we're met with Apex Purified Ho-Oh. Such an awesome looking aura around those things. So cool, right? And I'm not being sarcastic. No, it really looks freaking awesome. I love it. So here we go. It actually looks like what Ho-Oh should just be like in general, right? I remember seeing it for the first time. I mean, literally in the first episode of Pokemon, the anime. All right, taking the man down with Kyogre. I get another position where I need Blizzard. But we're going to go for Origin Pulse, which is still going to be doing a lot, even though it's resisted. Look at that damage. Bringing in Groudon it. We can get to the Fire Punch, but they're going to be getting to their Charge move. And I feel like we're going to shield this up. It's an Iron Head. They're getting my last shield, and they've got Zacian in the back. Going to try to bait them here with the Fire Punch. Come on, shield up. Damn, that's such a horrible feeling. And then we're going to go for the Precipice Blades, and I already know they're going to be shielding this up, and we're going to lose. Oh! Kyogre, you still got a good amount of health. More than likely that Zacian has got Wild Charge, right? People usually run Play Rough, Close Combat, but I'm going to take a guess here. Don't remember, Play Rough and Wild Charge, right? That's what we're going to get. Let's see what happens here. Close Combat? Okay, I was wrong. Okay, hitting that Close Combat, bringing in that Dialga. We're going to go ahead and take it out immediately here. Yeah, that's going to be enough, and then we're taking them out with Kyogre. There you go, Kyogre putting in the work for us at the end, saving the battle. Next one, leading with Dialga the entire time, met with the Dragonite. Dragonite's got a little bit of a defense mechanism now with that superpower, but they're going to be retreating into Metagross, bringing in the Groudon, and it wasn't at this moment that I realized I messed up, but, you know, now they're going to be coming back and farming me up. But here's the thing. Precipice Blade's still doing a ton of damage, even though they're flying. Is it more efficient to go for Fire Punch? Don't think so. Don't think so. Precipice Blades, we're bringing them down into the low yellow here. I mean, look at that. Red. Shoot, we bring them into the red. Let's go. But now they got all this energy here for superpower. Could have bring in the Kyogre, but then again, they probably could have farmed up even more, so we're just going to not do that and just go for that Dragon Breath, shielding up the first one, letting the next one go. And they have a Goldingo in the back, still holding on to 2 shields. Goldingo taking a ton of damage from that waterfall from Kyogre. Now, we're going to let this first one go here, Shadow Ball. Okay. Since Goldingo's not necessarily farming up energy the fastest around here, we don't have too much to worry about. One of the reasons why I haven't invested in it quite yet, or at least keep on churning on my Gimme Ghoul bags, because, yeah, you know, I get kind of burnt out with that Meltan deal. Alright, so anyway, gonna go ahead and take out this Dragonite here. Oh, swapping and sniping them with the Dialga. Very nice. Alright, so why did I throw that anyways? Because after you throw a charge move, it could stall and stop your opponent for just a second, and I wanted that time to stall for Dragonite in case they got to another charge move, which they probably weren't, but it's a better idea. Anyways, next battle, what do we got going on here? They swap, bringing in a Heatran. We bring in the Kyogre to farm them all the way down. Let's go. And we got a ton of energy ready to go here. What are they going to bring back into battle? It's going to be that Dialga. We're going to go, of course, for the Origin Pulse. And they're letting it go. Can we get to another one? I don't think we do. I think, yeah, we're going to have to just throw the Surf. I'm not trying to figure it out. Going to get taken out with all this energy. That is not going to be a good feeling, so we're just going to throw that there. Bringing in our Dialga. They're literally surviving with 1 HP. It's not like a, you know, crazy thing. They just barely got it off there. And they're retreating with their shiny Yveltal. I don't know why. I mean, I understand why, but hey, come on. All right, good game. Next battle, we're met with another Dragonite here. And they're actually going to stay in this fight and throw that superpower. Or they could bait me with the Dragon Claw. I'm just shielding it up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Bait. They're getting a shield and retreating and bringing in Metagross. And so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Kyogre now. They can go with Earthquake, which is going to be doing a decent amount, but we do resist the Steel. So we're looking pretty good here. And we're going to farm up a decent amount until we have almost enough for 2 Surfs. Throw this one. This should be enough to take them out here. Very good. Go down, down they go. Jeez, I can't speak. Almost getting to the Origin Pulse, but again, it's just not worth it. We're not going to get there exactly, and we're just bringing them down that much lower here. Bringing in the Dialga. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting to a superpower, so that's going to do a lot. We're going to use our last shield here. They've still got 2 shields and a Togekiss in the back, folks. Here we go. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off here, so I'm doing my best. All right, now look, while I'm doing these battles, and you can critique me, I do not mind that at all, but I can see the mistakes too, you know, when you watch and replay something. Oh, I should have done this here, should have done that there. Those thoughts come to me immediately after the battle, and it's not like, oh, I'm so dumb, I should have done this. I'm just thinking, oh, okay, damn, if I would have just went for the hard-hitting move here because they didn't bait. But when you get down to all that, you can correct yourself, you can figure out the correct play you should have done. But when it gets into the, oh, you should have thrown that, or you should have thrown this, or you should have blocked this, you didn't know a lot of times. If they build up to the energy for the hard-hitting move, you just don't know. And we're taking that loss there. And what am I trying to get at is it's a flip coin guess a lot of times. You know, you're just flipping a coin guessing whether or not they're going to do this or not, right? Anyways, next battle, we're going to be met with a Lugia, and it's okay, I suppose. You know, we can take this. Lugia can hold its own with that Dragon Tail, and it's hitting still pretty hard with that Aura Sphere. Or should I say, no. Aeroblast, Aura Sphere. Thinking of the Kyogre. Alright, so they're going for Sky Attack. We let it go, calling it. Now, they're going to go for another Sky Attack here, but I want to preserve the health, so we're going to go ahead and just shield that up, just to be safe. And go for the Draco. If they want to use both shields, I think I want to swap into Kyogre if they do, but they're letting it go. Great. And bringing in a Ho-Oh. Now, I wanted to swap into Kyogre, but since we do have Groudon, I didn't want to risk getting locked. And we're just screwed in general. So I figure we're just going to let them farm me up here. They're going to have, you know, hit me with a Brave Bird. That's okay. We can take that. What are you going to swap to? A Dialga. So we immediately bring in our Groudon here. And it's on. Let's see what we got going on. Now that's going to be Iron Head for sure. We're still going to shield it up anyways because I do not want to get low enough to the point where they can just Dragon Breath me down. And the Kyogres kind of have to deal with it. So here we go. You know what we were just talking about? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, just went for this one, that, blah, 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 right? All right, so we're going to go for Precipice Blades. And what do they do? Shield it up. So what could I have done differently? I mean, I could have baited, but then again, they would have just taken me out anyway. So we're just, you know, in a tight position here. They have a little bit of health. You know, it is what it is. You don't win them all, right? And we're not all playing, can't play perfect, especially in this climate with the game. Or bad lead, right? Not the best lead around. All right, next game, met with a Togekiss. Speaking of bad leads, that's not particularly great here, but let's see what we can do. It's not so bad because, again, Iron Head is going to be almost one-shotting Togekiss, so they're going to be kind of almost forced to shield up anyway. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Use that shield. Great. And I think we call this. Oh, no, never mind. Not. Oh, Aura Sphere. Okay, yeah, we sure called it. Called to shield it. All right, going for another Iron Head. Do they want to double up? And they're letting it go. Great. Dialga taking that win. Very nice. Immediately swapping into my own Groudon in hopes that they would retreat into something else because I didn't want them to farm me up that much with my Dialga, which can still put in a bit of work. So they're not swapping. They maybe got a steal back there. Got another steal. Going for Precipice Blades. We both have used all of our shields and went for Precipice Blades. We're barely going to survive this. I thought they were going to try to snipe me, but we lock in here. and they're going to survive barely as well. Now, check this out. I do have Fire Punch, but I let it go because, I don't know, that's one quick move worth of energy that I can get off the Groudon, and it's not going to do me any good when their last Pokemon can gain that farm with Psycho Cut. There you go, exactly. Bringing in the Kyogre immediately here, and things are getting a little close. And remember what I said, Dialga is going to be able to do quite a bit with the little that it does have, and that's exactly what we do. Dragon Breath down. They had a charge move, but they knew it was a wrap. They didn't have to, and they back out. We take that win. Next game, we're going to be seeing a mirror match. Again, mine's always going to be the worst one, so we got to figure that situation out here. So they're going to be swapping, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kyogre. Have a little fun. Wild Charge? Oh, yeah. So they did lower their defense. So we're going to be doing a lot more. Do they want to shield up? And they do. I think they double shield this if I remember correctly here. Okay. And yeah, if you're like, what do you mean? No, they do. They want to win that swap here. Oh, yeah, they're double shielding and throwing as well. Perfect. I almost did as well. I almost shielded this up, but we're going to let it go. See what they're going to do after this. All right, so we still have a shield left over here and our Dialga. What's it going to be, my friend? And, oh, Buzzwole. Okay, that's interesting. So we want to throw this as soon as possible before they get to any sort of a lunge. Attack debuffing move. And what are they going to throw here? We've got Dialga. We don't really want to see that Buzzwole. So they're immediately swapping. We're going to make the swap as well. And we're actually going to be able to get to the Draco first. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And throw it immediately here. I was starting to realize, oh crap, Buzzwole's going to farm me down. And they're going to have a lot of energy. But check this out. We've already got energy ready to go. We're going to win CMP. And we still had a shield left. Going for the Fire Punch. And taking out the Buzzwole. Nice spice. I've used that before, level 50. One actually completely maxed out in the Master League, and it is quite fun. Next battle met with a Zacian. Alright, well, here we go. Yeah, you can't have good leads all the time, right? We're working with what we got. Again, I'm not showing you, not even showing you a piece of all the hard counter games because I just don't want to even get into it. Just take a look at some of the good ones here and a few losses and just, have a good time. Alright, so we're going to be shielding that up, getting to the Iron Head. And I had a feeling they wanted a double shield. Here we go again with that. Yep. Alright, another double shield and Zacian. So we're going to immediately swap, hoping they do not have Wild Charge. I'm like, there's no way. Yeah, play rough. Okay, let's go. And they're bringing in a Meloetta. I do believe I've only battled this like a handful of times. So it was pretty interesting to me. I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I think we could have survived that Psyshock. And I was surprised they freaking survived that Aura Sphere. Damn, that thing is the little tank. Normal and Psychic? Jeez. It's a hard-hitting move for a little thing to survive. Alright, anyways. It's probably because of the size. I just think it just can't take a hit. And we're up against Yveltal, and it was a CMP. Great. No more shields on our end. And they've got no more shields either. So Dialga's got too low of health for us to bring in quite yet. I was contemplating catching. I was like, we have to time this perfectly here, but we can do it. Let's see. I was thinking Focus Blast. You going for Focus Blast here? Dark Pulse. Great. Sounds good to me. And I get to the Fire Punch. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on, Groudon. Putting in the work. And Zacian. Oh boy. This is not good. What are you going to throw? Close combat. I immediately swap in and we take them down with Dragon Breath because they lowered their defense. Alright. Moving it on to the next one here. I think this is going to be our last battle leading with Zacian this time. Took Dialga off. It's just, I was getting sick and tired of the counters. I was like so over it, right? I couldn't take it. I was losing my freaking mind. So as far as getting to Legend, we'll have to see if Niantic allows this account to. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm just, I'm battling my ass off. But again, there's only so much you can do when you put out rock and you're met with paper. You put out scissors and you're met with rock. You put out rock and you're met with paper. I mean, there's nothing you can do. It's like, oh, okay. All right, sounds good. All right, I'll just keep on doing my battles and make commentary and have fun here, right? Here we go. Let's get it. Bringing in the Kyogre. Unfortunately, not able to farm down that Melmetal. And they're hitting me with a Rock Slide. That's okay. And bringing in a Lugia. They are shieldless, so we're going to be able to go for that Origin Pulse. And, damn. See, the reason why I haven't taken off Origin Pulse is because I used an Elite TM for it to begin with. To just test it out, to have it. Because it's a hard-hitting move. Technically, in raids, I think, Surf's even better? I don't know. We got another battle. But I'm really loving Kyogre here. But that's the reason why I haven't Elite TM'd it away. And they did not want that. They were dreading that. They're like, no, Excadrill, I did not want you to go up against Kyogre. Next battle, I'll have a great lead up against Dialga. All right, let's go. This is good here. So building up to almost 2. We did tap on it, so they are going to be locked in here. They can't swap. And we're letting that first Iron Head go. Let's see, do they want to shield it up? And of course they do. And they're retreating into their Giratina. Altered. And we're bringing in Groudon. Yeah, that thing is a tank. But, I mean, if you're not a flyer, good night, sleep tight. I mean, Groudon's Precipice Blades are just ridiculously strong. I mean, I feel like they're a little hesitant to say this. I was kind of stuttering there for a second. I didn't want to open my mouth about it, but it's a little OP. Okay, Precipice Blade's a little OP. Let's be real. Don't nerf it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We put in the work. It's good. All right, so we're going to go for that Fire Punch here. Maybe we get a shield. I mean, it's a little soon. They probably already know. Yeah, they're not falling for that crap. We still got 2 shields, though. Going for the close combat immediately. Got the Kyogre in the back. Please let this go. Oh, they caught it with their own Kyogre. Okay. Oh, that works. It was going to be a little interesting here. A little nerve-wracking. Actually, pretty good for the last battle. Building up to the Origin Pulse. This is still going to do a decent amount to Kyogre itself. It's taking it out. Sounds good. Now, at this point, we could pretty much farm them down. Almost. I think we do. Alright, come on, Kyogre. You could do this. Resisted, but, yeah, so we got to get to 2 exactly. So we did. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And throw them and take the win here, because we're going to get Dragon Breath down if we don't. Yeah, that's a wrap. Anyways, folks, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and there you have it. Use that team. Pretty fun. And as far as my points, I'm right where I was at. There's nothing I can do. Locked accounts, fun. Good times. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!